Hello? Oh, hello there, dear friend. Welcome. It's so good to be here with you, right here. Just for a moment, can we truly arrive? Can we just be? Let's take a breath together. Not a breath to get somewhere or to achieve anything. Just a breath, because we are breathing. Feel the air come into your body and feel it go. Let it take with it, just for this moment. The you that was rushing just a minute ago. Let go of the list of things you have to do. Let go of the name you carry and all the thousands of stories attached to it, and just land gently here in this moment. The title of our little talk today is a curious one, isn't it? If you are truly present, never share these 5 truths with anyone. It sounds like a secret, doesn't it? It sounds like a paradox. The mind, that wonderful busy part of us, it loves secrets. It loves to gather knowledge. It loves to collect facts and truths. It wants to be in the know. It wants to be the one who has the special information. This path, this spiritual journey, often starts as just that, a gathering of new spiritual information. But this journey of awakening, it's not about gathering secrets. It's not about acquiring more knowledge. It's a journey of unlearning. It's a journey of letting go of the burdens we thought were truths, letting go of the armor we thought was our skin. It is a process of subtraction, not addition. So why would we never share something? Isn't this path about love, about connection, about service, about sharing? Yes, oh yes, it is. But the key is hidden in plain sight. It's in the first part of that sentence. If you are truly present, when you are here, truly, deeply here, the you that is so eager, so buzzy, so I've got to tell someone, that you gets very, very quiet. It rests. It dissolves back into the ocean. You see, these truths, they are not facts. They are not data. They are not information you can put in an email. They are a flavor. They are the taste of water to a thirsty person. They are the warmth of the sun on your skin. Can you share the warmth of the sun with someone who is cold? You can talk about it. You can describe it. You can write a poem about how glorious it feels, but you cannot give them the feeling. You can only stand in the sun. And by your warmth, by your simple, rooted presence in the light, you wordlessly invite them to step out of the shade. This isn't about withholding. It's not a vow of secrecy. It's about understanding the profound, profound difference between the menu and the meal. These 5 truths are the meal, and the ego, bless its heart, loves to just run around handing out menus. It collects menus from every restaurant in town. This one's vegan, this one's zen, this one's very advanced, but it never sits down to eat. We are invited to be the meal. We are invited to be the warmth. This is a quiet path. It's a path of embodiment, not proclamation. It's a remembering of the love that has been so patiently waiting for you underneath all the noise. Comment presence below if you feel you are ready to stop just talking about the menu, if you are ready to sit down and just be ready to remember who you truly are. Blocko 2, a ilusão do ego. So why do we have this incredible, undeniable compulsion to share? Think about it. The moment we have a profound experience, a moment of deep peace in meditation, a flash of cosmic insight, a feeling of overwhelming love. What is the very first impulse, that buzz, that I've got to tell someone, to grab the phone, to post about it, to find a friend? Listen to what I've realized. Look at what I found. I had the most amazing meditation. The ego, our old friend, our beautiful, intricate, terrified and wonderful costume. It's not bad. It's not an enemy. We must have such compassion for it. It's just a mechanism for separation. Its entire job is to create me and you, and it is so clever. When it sees that you are getting spiritual, that you are turning inward, it doesn't just give up. Oh no. It panics. It thinks it's going to be annihilated, so it performs its most brilliant trick. It puts on a new costume. It takes off the business suit or the party dress, and it puts on white flowing robes. It becomes the spiritual ego. And the spiritual ego is the most subtle, most clever, most dangerous of all. It finds a profound truth, like the deep inner silence, and it immediately turns it into a possession. This is my silence. I found it. I achieved it. And I am more silent than that person. I have this truth. This makes me special. This makes me a teacher. This makes me advanced. This sharing that comes from the spiritual ego is not an act of love. It is an act of self-importance. It is the ego validating its new, shiny, spiritual identity. I am the one who knows. It's just the old game, on a new playing field. And this is the first truth you never share. 1. The vast, living silence you discover within. When you sit and you watch the thoughts, the busy, chattering, judging, planning, remembering committee in your mind, and you just watch, for a long time maybe. But then a gap appears, a pause, and you fall behind the thoughts. You fall into the space in which the thoughts are happening, and you discover this space, a vast, boundless, living, silent awareness. It's perfectly still. It's deeply peaceful, and you realize, oh, this is me. I am not the thoughts. It's the sky. And the thoughts were just clouds, and you realize, I am the sky. This discovery is breathtaking. It's home. But the moment the ego gets it, it grabs this vast, formless silence, and it runs out and shouts, I've found the silence. Everyone be quiet. I am the sky. But the shouting is the noise. The proclamation is the cloud. The very act of talking about the silence from that place of I shatters it. It pulls you right out of the sky and back into the cloud. It turns the living, breathing, experienced truth into a dead, brittle concept. You don't share silence by talking about it. You share it by being it. You become the quiet person in the room, the non-anxious presence, the person who is just listening without already formulating their reply. And people feel it. They don't know what it is, but they lean into your quiet. They find themselves breathing more deeply around you. They find themselves slowing down. In your silent presence, you give them wordless permission to find their own. That is the sharing. Quem é você quando o pensamento se cala? Who are you when the thought falls silent? You are the answer. You don't need to speak the answer. Nux, Bloco 3. A jornada da entrega. This entire journey is a journey of surrender. It's a constant letting go. First, we surrender our attachments to things. Then, we surrender our attachments to our stories, our opinions. We surrender the doer. We surrender the fixer. And most profoundly in the end, we surrender the knower, the part of us that is so sure it understands, the part that needs to be right, the part that needs to be the teacher. When you surrender the need to be the teacher, you become the teaching. Your life itself, your very being, becomes the lesson. And this brings us to the second truth. 2. The nature of the cosmic joke. What is the joke? The joke. The joke is that the thing you have been seeking your entire life, the thing you've read all the books about, gone to all the workshops for, the love, the peace, the truth, the enlightenment, the God you've been chasing, it is what you are. It has always been what you are. It is your fundamental nature. You are the fish in the ocean, swimming frantically, asking every other fish, "Excuse me, can you show me the ocean?" You are the wave, terrified of dying, trying to become a better wave, a more enlightened wave, not realizing you are, and always have been, the entire ocean. The joke is that the seeker is the sought. The joke is that you spent your whole life paddling furiously upstream, trying to get to God, only to realize, when you finally give up and let go of the oars, that the river was taking you home all along, and you are the river, and you are the banks, and you are home. It is a hilarious punchline. It's not a ha-ha laugh, it's a aha. It is a giggle that comes from the depths of your soul, a release of all that striving. And when you get it, you laugh, and you want to tell everyone, but why can't you share this? Because it's a joke that relies on experience. Imagine trying to explain a very complex, very subtle, very personal joke to someone who wasn't there. You tell the setup, you tell the punchline, and they just stare at you. They nod politely. Oh, that's nice. That's very profound. They didn't laugh. The experience of the joke, the sudden pop of insight, the release is missing. If you tell someone the punchline, you are already God, you are already home, it's all you, their ego just hears it. And the ego says, oh, I'm God? Well, that's wonderful. I knew it. That means I'm special. That means I'm better than that guy. He's not God, but I am. The joke is lost. The truth is grotesquely distorted. It becomes just another ingredient in the ego's recipe for more separation. So you don't tell the joke. You live with the smile of someone who has heard it. You share it with your lightness. You share it by not taking the tragedies of your own ego story so heavily anymore. Your playfulness, your non-reactivity, your cosmic giggle when you get caught in your own old patterns. That is sharing the joke. People see that lightness in you. They see you are not carrying that heavy bag of me around. And they wonder, what does she know? Why isn't he upset? Why is he so light? And that makes them curious about the punchline for themselves. If this message has resonated with the part of you that is tired of paddling, the part that is ready to hear the joke, subscribe and walk with us on this journey of consciousness. Bloco 4. O amor, como natureza original. When we let go of the oars, when we stop paddling and just float, we discover what has been carrying us all along. We discover our original nature, the water, the river, and that nature is love. This brings us to the third truth you never share. 3. The experience of unconditional love as your fundamental nature. This isn't the love the ego knows. The ego's love is a contract. It's transactional. It's a love with many, many becauses. I love you because you are my child. I love you because you make me happy. I love you because you agree with me. I love you because you are beautiful. I love you if you love me. It's a love with borders. I love this, which by definition means I don't love that. It's a small walled garden, and we are terrified of the walls being breached. The love you discover in presence is different. It's not an emotion. Emotions come and go like clouds. This love is the sky. It is a state of being. It is the awareness that allows everything to exist. It is the fabric of the room. It is the love of the mountain, the love of the sky, the love of the rock. It just is. It holds everything. It holds the joy. It holds the pain. It holds the good people and the bad people. It holds the parts of you you are proud of, and it holds the parts you are ashamed of. It holds all of it, with an unshakable, impersonal, and yet deeply, deeply intimate compassion. Why can't you share this? Because the moment you say the words, I love you unconditionally, who is the I that is speaking? It's the ego. And the ego, by its very nature, cannot love unconditionally. Its job is to have preferences. Its job is to create me and you. So saying I love unconditionally is one of the ego's most subtle, most beautiful, and most profound lies. It's the menu again. You don't talk about this love. You become it. You share it by being the loving awareness in the room. You are the presence that meets another person's anger with spaciousness, not with reaction. You are the compassion that truly listens to their story without needing to fix it or judge it or make it about you. Your actions become the sermon, your listening becomes the prayer, and this flows right into the fourth and perhaps most central truth. Po, the direct, felt sense of oneness, the illusion of the other. This is the core. This is the moment when you look at a tree, or a homeless person, or someone you are in deep conflict with, your enemy, and the boundary, the invisible wall between you and it. It dissolves. It's not a concept. It's not a nice, floaty idea. It is a felt experience. I am that. Ah, there I am again, in a different costume. That person's anger is my anger. That person's suffering is my suffering. Quando você olha com o coração, não há mais eu e outro. When you look with the heart, there is no more me and other. This is the end of loneliness. But how do you share this? You can say the words, "We are all one." It's a wonderful phrase. It's a beautiful bumper sticker. But as a concept, it is empty. It's a map. It is not the territory. The mind, the ego, hears "we are all one" and says, "Okay, I get it. I'll be one with the people I like. I'll be one with my spiritual group, my family, my tribe." But that person, the one who cut me off in traffic, the politician I hate, no, they're not part of the one. The ego uses the concept of oneness to create a new, more spiritual other. Trying to share this truth with words is like trying to mail someone the Pacific Ocean in an envelope. It's impossible. You can only bring them to the shore. How? By living as if it were true. You share this truth by your actions of non-separation, by your kindness to the waiter you'll never see again, by your patience with the person in traffic who is, after all, just you in a hurry, by your refusal to treat any being as an other, as less than you, as separate from you. Your life becomes the demonstration. Your actions are the only proof. Liberaste, Bloco 5. O silêncio e o despertar. This path leads us to a place of profound, earth-shattering acceptance, a deep, abiding peace. And this is the most delicate truth of all. This is the truth that is the most beautiful to the soul, and the most dangerous in the hands of the ego. The fifth truth you never share, the absolute perfection of what is, including the suffering. When you are truly deeply present, and you are no longer the wave but the ocean, you are resting in that vast, loving awareness. You begin to see the great tapestry, the Dharma, the unfolding, the flow of it all. You see that it all belongs. You see that the light and the dark, the good and the bad, are two wings of the same bird. You see that the mud, the stinking, ugly mud, is absolutely necessary for the lotus to grow. You see the divine play, the lila, in everything. And from that high vantage point, where you are the mountain watching the seasons, you see that it is all perfect. It's all God. It's all unfolding exactly as it must. It couldn't be any other way. Now, why must you never share this? Why is this the most important one to hold in your heart and not on your tongue? Because if you take this profound, transcendent, soul-level truth and you go to someone who is in the midst of deep, personal, human suffering, someone whose child has just died, someone who is in agonizing physical pain, someone who is lost in the darkness of clinical depression or acute, real-world injustice, and you say to them, "It's all perfect," or "This is your karma," or "It's all an illusion," or "You chose this. This is not compassion. This is violence." It is an act of profound spiritual arrogance. It is the spiritual ego, in its most grotesque form, invalidating another's sacred, real human experience. It is using a transcendent truth as a weapon to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel enlightened, and to make them feel wrong, small, or unspiritual for their pain. It is the deepest, most subtle, and most harmful form of spiritual bypassing. This truth is not for proclamation. It is for internal embodiment. It is the source of your strength. It is why you can sit with that suffering person, because you are rooted in the perfection of it all. You are not afraid of their imperfection. You are not afraid of their grief. You are not afraid of their anger. You are not afraid of their raw, messy human pain. You are not drowned by their suffering, because you are anchored in the ocean. You can be the rock for them. You can be the loving, silent space that allows their grief to just be, without you needing to fix it. You share this truth by not running away. You share it by being the living presence that can hold it all, the pain, the mess, the suffering, and still love. That is the living truth. Silêncio não é ausência de som. É o espaço onde tudo acontece. And silence is not the absence of sound. It's the space where everything happens. You become that space for another. Bloco 6. O retorno ao agora. So you see, the paradox unfolds. These 5 truths, the silence, the cosmic joke, the unconditional love, the oneness, the perfection of what is. You never share them because they cannot be shared with words. The words are just the container, and the truth is the living water. If you try to hand someone the container, it's empty. They have to come to the well themselves. You never share them, because the you that wants to proclaim them, to own them, to teach them, is the very ego that is obscuring them. The moment the I picks them up, they turn to dust. So, how do we live? We share them by living them. We share them by being them. In the end, your presence, your simple, human, divine presence, is the only sermon you will ever give. It is the only teaching that matters. Your quiet, non-anxious being is Guru, the teaching on silence. Your lightness, your cosmic giggle at your own drama, is the teaching on the cosmic joke. Your spontaneous, uncalculated, agenda-free compassion is the teaching on unconditional love. Your refusal to treat anyone as an other, your acts of kindness when no one is looking, are the teaching on oneness. And your steady, loving, unafraid ability to be with suffering, your own and others, is the most profound teaching of all, on the perfection of the way things are. Não há nada que you precise se tornar, apenas lembrar o que já é. There is nothing you need to become, only remember what you already are. You are not the story. You are the consciousness that is lovingly observing it. You are the love that holds it all. So, you don't need to share anything. You just need to be who you are. And in that being, everything is shared, everything is given, everything is healed. Thank you for sharing this space with me. This quiet, this now. Be here now. Subscribe, activate the bell, and follow along with us. Every meeting is a reminder that the now is all there is. Be love. Be here now. Namaste.